Anthony Grasso here, bringing you financial news you can use. In this video, I'm going to do a stock analysis on Lucid Motors. With the recent news of the first vehicles being shipped out, is this company poised for the verge of stardom? Well, let's find out together. I'm going to go over a summary of the company, its product offerings, recent headline news, financials, analyst projections, and give it my buy, hold, or sell recommendation for both your short-term and long-term growth investors out there. And as always, folks, don't forget to smash that like button down below. Definitely helps. And consider subscribe and hit that notification bell if like your daily stock reviews and recommendations from an unbiased source. So let's get right into it. So Lucid Motors was founded in 2015 and it's headquartered in Phoenix. It's a designer and manufacturer of zero-emission battery electric vehicles. Now, its stated mission is to inspire the adoption of sustainable energy by creating the most captivating electric vehicles centered around the human experience. Now, the company's first car, the Lucid Air, is a luxury sedan with a California-inspired design. Now, select models of the Lucid Air are expected to have EPA range of around 500 miles or so, with the customer's deliveries going out at the end of this month. On September 16th, 2021, the EPA gave the Lucid Air Dream Edition range a record range rating of 520 miles, more than 100 more miles more than the Tesla's longest range model. Now, on December 1st, 2020, Lucid completed construction of its first phase of the 730 square feet EV factory located in Casa Grande, Arizona, 45 miles southeast of Phoenix. On July 23rd, 2021, Lucid completed a merger with the Michael Klein's SPAC Churchill Capital Corporation 4, and the stock began trading on the NASDAQ under the ticker LCID and the next trading day. Now, post-transaction, the company has approximately 1.6 billion shares outstanding, with a pro forma ownership of 73% existing Lucid shareholders, 16% Churchill Capital shareholders, and 10% PIPE shareholders. Now, as of August 24th, 2021, the public investment fund of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia owned about 62% of total shares of Lucid shares outstanding. Now, Lucid's first vehicle, the Lucid Air, is a high-end sports sedan with specs similar to that of the Tesla Model S. Now, the company is planning to have 4 separate models of the Lucid Air available across the different price points, with the first customers' deliveries going to be October, the end of October, and November. Now, the Lucid Air Dream Edition model is expected to go on sale starting price of $169,000, so it's pretty pricey, and it expects it's a 517-mile range and a 1,080 horsepower equivalent, are said to have prompted Tesla to develop the competing Model S Plaid. Now, the Grand Touring will have a cost of $139,000 and have a 500 plus mile range with an 800 horsepower engine. The Touring will have a cost of $95,000, less than 400 miles of range and 620 horsepower engine. Finally, a standard model of the vehicle called the Pure, which has a 406 mile range and 480 horsepower, will have a starting price of around $77,000. Now, the company plans to launch an SUV model called the Gravity in late 2023. Now, Lucid CEO is a former Tesla Model S lead engineer, Peter Rawlinson, and the company has had the advantage of having the financial backing of the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, which has invested $1.3 billion in the company and owns, a significant portion, 62% of the outstanding shares as of August 24th, 2021. Now, Lucid forecasts vehicle sales to be less than 1,000 units in 2021, 20,000 units in 2022, 49,000 in 2023, 90,000 in 2024, and a staggering 135,000 in 2025. Now, Lucid expects revenue growth to be $2.2 billion in 2022, $5.5 billion in 2023, $9.9 billion in 2024, and $12.8 billion in 2025, but my estimates are more conservative than that, and I will get into that in just a bit. Now, I expect Lucid to first generate profit in 2023, followed by positive EBITDA and eventually a positive net income. So let's go ahead and look at some of the news of the company. So yesterday, the company announced that it will begin shipping its first vehicles this Saturday, and the stock popped about 10% just on that news alone. Lucid isn't simply delivering the first Air Dream Edition electric sedans this weekend. It also is holding a rally for the new owners hosted by Lucid leadership on a route that showcases the vehicle's standout ride, handling, and performance capabilities, the company said. Now, the rally will be held through the California countryside and will be covered on Lucid's social media channels. Based on today's stock reaction, there will be likely plenty of followers of that event. So let's go ahead and look at the fundamentals of the company right now. So it's currently trading around $36.34 a share. It currently has a market capitalization of roughly $59 billion. And currently there's no revenues, but that is about to change. I forecast revenue growth to be about 121% per year. And I forecast about a 42% annual growth earnings rate. Now, I expect Lucid to first generate gross profit in 2023, followed by positive EBITDA, and eventually positive net income towards the end of 2023 into 2024. Now, looking at Lucid's financial position analysis, the short-term assets of $682 million exceed both its short-term liabilities of $199 million and its long-term liabilities of $168 million. Now, looking at the debt level, the debt-to-equity ratio of 0.6% is considered satisfactory, and it does have stable cash runway, and the forecasted cash runway they have sufficient cash runway for 8 months based on the free cash flow estimates, but it's raised additional capital. So what do analysts say about this? Well, the average analyst consensus is a moderate buy with a price target of $23 a share over the next year, with a high range of 30 and as low as 12 over the next 12 months. The CFRA report has a buy recommendation on Lucid. So am I a buy, hold, or sell recommendation on Lucid? Here are my thoughts. First, we have to look at the overall electric vehicle market profile in general. Now, the global electric vehicle sales have increased by more than 40% to 3.2 million units in 2020, up from 2.1 million units in 2019 and roughly 8,240 units in 2010, according to the International Energy Agency data. Now, I do expect volumes to continually to grow rapidly, aided by the introduction of numerous new models. Included in these statistics are both battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrid vehicles, although battery electric vehicles account for a vast majority of sales. Now, despite this impressive growth, EVs are still only account for about 4.4% of the worldwide new vehicle sales in 2020, up from about 2.5% in 2019, 2.3% in 2018, and 1.4% in 2017. Now, in the United States, EV sales have increased about 4% to approximately 296,000 units in 2020, according to the IEA data. Included in these statistics are both battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. Although battery electric vehicles account for a vast majority of the sales, despite this strong growth relative to the 15% drop in overall U.S. new vehicle sales in 2020, electric vehicles still only accounted for slightly more than 2% of the U.S. new vehicle sales in 2020. Now, we also look at the company's financial trend. Because Lucid is still in development phase, it has no revenue, but it will have revenue by the end of this year. Now, Lucid's risk reward is favorable at current levels after a crazy year for the shares in 2021, in which the company went public via that SPAC merger. Now, Lucid's closest competitor, Tesla, has established a formidable competitive moat. Chip shortages do present a major near-term risk, though, and paid reservations for the relatively high-priced Lucid Air have been fairly underwhelming, just about 11,000 of them as of late July, which could portend future price cuts. Now, Lucid is targeting first deliveries of the Lucid Air by the end of 2021, and they just announced that today. So based on all of that, I'm a long-term bull on Lucid Motors, but to get into the stock at the right price. Of course, I never recommend buying great news. I always say sell on the news and buy on the dip. I would look to buy around $25 a share price. It is hard to estimate discounted cash flows because of the limited data on Lucid Motors. I put a price target of around $35 a share over the next 12 months, but that doesn't take in consideration the investor sentiment boost given to electric vehicle stocks such as Tesla. I recognize the significant valuation premium in the marketplace. Investors have shown a willingness to pay for the equities of electric vehicle competitors such as Tesla. I put a total price target over the next 12 months above that $35 mark at around $45 a share. Now, do understand Lucid is a compelling story, but this is a highly speculative bet. but there's also some downside risks that you should also take in consideration. Risks to my rating and target price include production and regulatory delays, balance sheet and liquidity related issues, competition, and potential capital raises in the future. As a company with no revenues and no profitability likely for the next few years, but on the cusp of the first vehicle production and sales, I do see some significant execution risk. So there you have it, folks. And as always, don't forget to smash that like button down below and consider subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to hear daily stock reviews and recommendations from an unbiased source. Until the next stock update video later today, folks, ciao.